Good evening, good evening, good evening. This video is about red rice recipe that I recreated last night and redid because I made it over Labor Day weekend and it didn't come out the way I needed it to. And this is a Charleston delicacy. My mother is from Charleston, South Carolina, and that is a very popular dish there is red rice. So I didn't want to be a fail, and I know where I went wrong. So with red rice, you have to use pre-boiled rice or rice cooked a day early. So when I did it, I made it kind of earlier that day, but I didn't let it get cold enough before adding all the components to it to make the dish. So what I did was yesterday while I was at work, I had a customer come through my line and I noticed that she had some steamed jasmine rice that was available in the frozen section. And no, I'm not talking about the rice that is normally in with the Asian rice. It should be, but it's not grouped there. It's fairly new. If you have a Harris Teeter or Kroger in your area, it could be located in a different area, but in my store they have it kind of like where the lean cuisines and the Stouffer's meals are, but on the very bottom shelf is a box of 3 pouches that is sold for $5.99. And I thought about it. I said, I don't feel like cooking rice, letting it get cold. Let's try this. And it worked. Red rice, very simple, easy recipe. So what I did, I bought the rice. I bought all the other components. Took it home, let the rice sit out on the counter for about 10 minutes so it could defrost just enough to where I could separate it and loose it up in the bag. I took a covered casserole dish, poured the rice into the covered casserole dish, and a separate pan, like a saute pan. I put some olive oil in the bottom of the pan. I cut up some onions and some bell pepper. Green bell pepper is fine. You don't need to have colored bell peppers, but hey, that probably look really pretty in the dish. So if you want to do that, you can. I'm not going to tell you you can't. So you go ahead and you saute the onions and the peppers together. Then you're going to take like an smoked sausage, like Hillshire. You can use Roger Wood sausage, whatever you want to. An Al Dooley sausage, whatever your preference is. Cut it up. What I did is I cut it up into like little quarters. So I took it and I cut it long way and then cut it up so it looked like little dice size, like little triangles, pieces of sausage. I sauteed all of that up in the pan together. I season it. You can use basic staples, onion powder, garlic powder, a little bit of minced garlic in there as well, salt and pepper, whatever you want to. You can even add some oregano. I bought tomato paste that had oregano already and basil already in it. So a can of tomato paste, and instead of water, because the original recipe calls for water, I did use chicken stock instead because I felt like it would give it a little bit more flavor. And because I am counting calories and I'm also on a high protein diet, I was very cautious on using regular chicken broth. I use the low sodium chicken broth in that recipe. Added the pepper. Once it's sauteed, everything's cooked nice, you put it to the side. Then you add it to your cold rice. You mix it in. You mix it in thoroughly. So the rice should not look white anymore. It should be red in color. Then you're going to put it in the oven for about 30 to 35 minutes, 40 max. And in between, I would say halfway, you can go and take your fork and start pulling back at it to make sure it's getting the fluff that it needs. Okay? Put the lid back on, let it continue to cook. Then you can take it out of the oven and just let it rest. By day 2, it tastes even better because, of course, you know how tomato-based products are. The older they are, the more better they taste and how the flavor comes out. but it was to die for. I've got pictures on here, so I'm going to go ahead and roll the clips of what I used and what it looked like after it was cooked. And I hope you all enjoyed the video. I have more videos to come, and I will see you soon. Bye. Well, I think I redeemed myself, Mom, with this. See, it looked a lot better. I'm going to show you the rice that I use. You need to get you some, if you can find it in here. See that I had to look for it. If you don't feel like cooking the rice the day before, this is it. And I got that from Harris Teeter for $5.99. It is new.